So the Halloween franchise is kind of like the story of Icarus, where sometimes you'll be on a roll. Sometimes you will make a really good movie, and then you'll fly really just too close to the sun. And then you will fall. I'm pretty sure that's the story of Icarus, right? The point I'm trying to make is this is my review of Halloween Resurrection, and this is the worst Halloween film I've ever seen. Like, we've been reviewing these films for the past week or so, past couple of weeks, I don't even remember. And this is the worst one. I had hopes for it in the beginning, but this is a very, very bad movie. I actually had to write some notes down. Let me see if I can find my phone. Yep, here we go. This is just... I can't even believe that this was made. Alright, got my notes. So, Halloween Resurrection is a sequel to Halloween H2O, which came out in 1998. This came out in 2002. Now, it's really hard to believe that a film like this came out in the year where we had a monumental film like Spider-Man, because this is absolute garbage. I can't believe that they made this, especially with the ending of H2O. I feel like H2O was a really, really, really good ending to the entire series, in my opinion at least. I know it wasn't really a perfect film, but if they wanted to end it there, they could have totally done it. And if they wanted to maybe reboot it after that, so be it. I mean, at least they had that ending. But with this film, Resurrection, oh yeah, I totally understand why they had to reboot it after that point. This is a very bad film. Steven's not here to talk about it again. Like I said in my last review, he's at work, but I think he would agree with me that this is a very, very bad movie. So Halloween Resurrection is about these college students who win the opportunity to be on a web show hosted by Busta Rhymes. Cool. So, they get the chance to be on this web show, and the idea of the show is they are visiting the Myers house, where Michael Myers obviously lived as a child, and they are there wearing POV cameras and cameras set up around this household, and they are being watched throughout the country by kids who are celebrating Halloween, you know. One of the girls has an online boyfriend or online friend, whatever you want to call it, and is watching the show from the internet at a party when, by the way, you could be just flirting with other girls. This movie is just so... it shouldn't exist. Like I said, I feel like H2O had a really good ending. They should have ended the series. But this is obviously, we've been talking about how, like, these Halloween films sometimes appear to be cash grabs. This is by far the definition of a cash grab that I have ever seen. This is terrible. You've got Busta Rhymes. You've got Tyra Banks.
Kiss my fat ass.
When did we ask for any of these people to be in a Halloween film? It is obvious that it is trying to cater to a certain demographic of the period. It's obvious that it's trying to cater to college kids. It's just... honestly, it's like American Pie. And it doesn't surprise me that there's an actor in here that was in American Pie. Like, this is insane. Like, I don't know. I gotta talk about the beginning, too. So, the movie actually starts off pretty interesting, but still shit. So, Laurie is at a mental institution because apparently she did not actually kill Michael Myers in H2O. She actually killed a paramedic. Michael basically took his clothes, gave him his clothes, broke his larynx so he couldn't speak or communicate with Laurie, and that is why he didn't really say anything to Laurie, like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, but no, Laurie chops his head off. So Michael is still alive. So Michael goes to the mental institution that Laurie is staying at and is chasing her throughout the hospital. He's already killed like a couple security guards, and Laurie has this very elaborate trap on the rooftop where she's able to finally capture Michael Myers. She does the stupidest thing and tries to unmask him because she's so worried that, like, she could be killing another innocent person. So she tries to unmask him. You are being chased throughout this entire hospital by Michael Myers wielding a knife. I think that's proof enough that that's Michael Myers chasing you. It's not a random person. So, and it's so sad too, because it's also disrespectful towards this character. Michael kills Laurie. So then we cut to the college students. And this is the majority of the movie. You'd think that, like, you know, seeing Jamie Lee Curtis on the cover of this, that she'd be a part of this story. Like, maybe she would go to this house to stop Michael Myers from killing these students. No, she's killed off in the beginning of this film. And then we're focused on these college students that don't really have any connection to Michael Myers whatsoever. They're just at his house. What was really great about the Halloween series is that the main characters had connections to Michael Myers, or had experienced Michael Myers in the past. Laurie, we find out, is the sister of Michael Myers. Jamie is the niece of Michael Myers. Even Tommy from Halloween 6 was, you know, a victim in the first Halloween movie. And now we just, like, have these random kids. And I don't give a shit. And there's this main girl that's introduced here, which we all know that from first glance, she's obviously going to be the last one to survive because she's the goody two-shoe. And it's not really ever really explained. She sees, like, imagery of Michael Myers in her surroundings. Now, she doesn't have any connections to Michael Myers. She's not a relative to Michael Myers. I guess she's just scared because she's going to this house, this supposed haunted house. Okay. And some stupid shit just happens. Michael kills someone with a tripod, because apparently you can use tripods as weapons. The idea of this movie is actually kind of cool if it wasn't the Halloween franchise. If this was a different movie, I'd kind of be behind it, because it kind of has like the same feels as Hellfest, that movie that came out like 2 weeks ago that I reviewed, where it's, they're in this house and they kind of find out in the middle of it that everything is kind of staged. There's props, there's fake things that are happening. Busta Rhymes is actually wearing a fake Michael Myers costume to scare them.
Shit, man. Charlie, where the fuck you been at, man? Don't you know we've been looking all over this motherfucker for you? And why the hell you dressed like me anyway? I ain't telling you to be Michael Myers. I'm playing Michael Myers.
So, that idea that, they're not really sure of what's real and what's not real is kind of an interesting concept, but you're doing it in a Halloween movie. And I just think that's, really dumb that you are taking this really well-known franchise and turning it into this college American Pie / thing. This abomination. I cannot believe that this was done. Like I said, I really like the idea of it, because you have these college kids who are watching the live stream from a party, and they're able to communicate with the people by texting them and saying, like, hey, he's right behind you and stuff like that. So I think it's a really cool concept, but it's super dated also. But I think if they were to do something like this, like, in 2018, I think it would be really cool. But the problem is that this is so stupid. Why are you doing this in a Halloween film? This is like, this movie shouldn't even exist. It should not. If someone were to ask me, hey, what's a film that really should not have been made? I would say Halloween Resurrection, because this is a 100% a cash grab. So then they realize that Michael Myers is in fact at this household. So that's when the mayhem starts. That's when he starts killing everyone. Then there's the last girl, and Busta Rhymes starts to take control of the situation. So he was watching like a karate movie or something, like martial arts on TV, and he actually goes one-on-one with Michael Myers and starts roundhouse kicking him.
Let's see what you got. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Happy fucking Halloween!
I just don't know what to say. Guys, it's no wonder they rebooted Halloween in 2007. This is a really bad movie. I know I talk about a lot of bad movies and a lot of bad Halloween movies, but this is almost disrespectful. This kind of makes me sit back and wonder, I wonder how John Carpenter feels about this. Like, what does he think about this movie? Because this is so stupid. I have nothing really else to say. This is a very, very bad movie. This is very disrespectful to the franchise, and I had heard things that this was a really bad movie. I was actually kind of into it for a little bit in the first couple of minutes, but then once it transitions into that college setting, I'm like, absolutely not. This is... No. No. Guys, that was my review of Halloween Resurrection. Look forward to our review of Halloween 2018. We're going to be doing that tonight. Steven's going to be here. He's actually on his way over right now. So comment down below what you thought of Halloween Resurrection. Like this video, share it, and please subscribe to Pixel Talk if you haven't yet for more movie reviews, game reviews, and click that notification button to be notified when we make a video. Thank you guys so much. I am Corbin Stuckey, and this is Pixel Talk.